The beginning of every account is the name of God. O friend of God, incline your inner ears to the voice of the peerless and self-subsisting Lord, that he may deliver you from the bonds of entanglement and the depths of darkness, and enable you to attain the eternal light. Ascent and descent, stillness and motion have come into being through the will of the Lord of all that hath been and shall be. The cause of ascent is lightness, and the cause of lightness is heat. Thus hath it been decreed by God. The cause of stillness is weight and density, which in turn are caused by cold. Thus hath it been decreed by God. And since he hath ordained heat to be the source of motion and ascent, and the cause of attainment to the desired goal, he hath therefore kindled with the mystic hand that fire that dieth not, and sent it forth into the world, that this divine fire might, by the heat of the love of God, guide and attract all mankind to the abode of the incomparable friend. This is the mystery enshrined in your book that was sent down aforetime, a mystery which hath until now remained concealed from the eyes and the hearts of men. That primal fire hath in this day appeared with new radiance and with immeasurable heat. This divine fire burneth of itself, with neither fuel nor fume, that it may draw away such excess moisture and cold as are the cause of torpor and weariness, of lethargy and despondency, and lead the entire creation to the court of the presence of the All-Merciful. Whoso hath approached this fire hath been set aflame and attained the desired goal, and whoso hath removed himself therefrom hath remained deprived. O servant of God, turn thou away from the stranger, that thou mayest recognize a friend. He indeed is a stranger who leadeth you away from the friend. This is not the day whereon the high priests can command and exercise their authority. In your book it is stated that the high priest will on that day lead men far astray, and will prevent them from drawing nigh unto him. He indeed is a high priest, who hath seen the light, and hastened unto the way leading to the beloved. Such a man is a benevolent priest, and a source of illumination to the whole world. O servant of God, any priest who leadeth thee away from this fire, which is the reality of the light, and the mystery of divine revelation, is indeed thine enemy. Suffer not the words of the foe to hold thee back from the friend, or the insinuations of the enemy to cause thee to forsake the beloved. O servant of God, the day of deeds hath come. Now is not the time for words. The messenger of God hath appeared. Now is not the hour for hesitation. Open thou thine inner eye, that thou mayest behold the face of the beloved, and hearken thou with thine inner ear, that thou mayest hear the sweet murmur of his celestial voice. O servant of God, the robe of divine bestowal hath been sewn and readied. Take hold of it, and attire thyself therewith. Renounce and forsake the people of the world. O wise one, shouldst thou heed the counsel of thy Lord, thou wouldst be released from the bondage of his servants, and behold thyself exalted above all men. O servant of God, we have bestowed a dewdrop from the ocean of divine grace. Would that men might drink therefrom. We have brought a trace of the sweet melodies of the beloved. Would that men might hearken with their inner ear, soar upon the wings of joy in the atmosphere of the love of God, regard the people of the world as dead, and seek the fellowship of the living. Whoso hath not breathed the sweet fragrance of the beloved at this dawntide is indeed accounted among the dead. He who is the all-sufficing proclaimeth aloud, the realm of joy hath been ushered in. Be not sorrowful. The hidden mystery hath been made manifest. Be not disheartened. Wert thou to apprehend the surpassing greatness of this day, thou wouldst renounce the world and all that dwell therein, and hasten unto the way that leadeth to the Lord. O servants of God, deprived souls are heedless of this triumphant day, and chilled hearts have no share of the heat of this blazing fire. O servant of God, the tree which we had planted with the hand of providence hath borne its destined fruit, and the glad tidings we had imparted in the book have appeared in full effect. O servant of God, we revealed ourselves to thee once in thy sleep, but thou didst remain unaware. Remember now that thou mayest perceive and hasten with heart and soul to the placeless friend. O servant of God, say, O high priests, the hand of omnipotence is stretched forth from behind the clouds. Behold ye it with new eyes. The tokens of his majesty and greatness are unveiled. Gaze ye on them with pure eyes. O servant of God, the day star of the everlasting realm is shining resplendent above the horizon of his will, and the oceans of divine bounty are surging. Bereft indeed is the one who hath failed to behold them, and lifeless the one who hath not attained thereunto. Close thine eyes to this netherworld, open them to the countenance of the incomparable friend, and commune intimately with his spirit. O servant of God, with a pure heart, unloose thy tongue in the praise of thy Lord, for having made mention of thee through his gem-scattering pen. Couldst thou but realize the greatness of this bestowal, thou wouldst find thyself invested with everlasting life.